I don't like the word manipulate. Let's say how to encourage different reaction or behavior in others when our hypnotic words are just not enough. Would you be interested in that? Yeah?
How to influence, right?
Yeah. It's a good word. It's a good word. But honestly, if we call it for what it is, it's manipulation, but we always manipulate even when we don't want to admit it. Two most vulnerable, most open spots energetically. Left eye. So if when you speak, if you with your both eyes look into their left eye, they're more likely to intake the information you're giving. Information you're giving is not just your words, your state. So you're like that antenna broadcasting your state. And they're in your space, therefore they're affected. But also, with your eyes, remember what it's called, protons or something. So tiny, tiny particles are released by our eyes and they travel through the space and carry our intention and our emotional states and our thoughts. That's how mesmerism is possible. The mesmerism is when you look and you're trying to mentally send that message, command. There were studies, you can Google it. What's released in our gaze? Tiny, tiny minuscule, I believe they're protons, of course I may not remember it right. And they carry your message. You're always broadcasting, you're always sending those telegrams constantly, non-stop. That's why it's so important to focus on what's important to you and not to waste. Imagine how much of your resources are coming out like this. Your body's making it non-stop. So if you are interacting with person, even in spy school, that taught you look into the left eye. Because it's more open. It's more open energetically. It's not as shielded. And the second spot is where your head and neck meet. This little, I don't know what it's called, soft spot in there under your skull where your head sits on your neck. That spot, it's open. And if you do research, you'll notice that there is always some mentioning of it in any tradition, occult mysticism, they will always mention it. Energetically, the most vulnerable spot. So you in a room, you're on your mission. If you intentionally stare into that spot of a person and send your mental message, most likely it will land there. Most likely. May not be specific thought form, maybe your emotional state.
You mean in the back of the?
Well, put your
Already?
hand where your head
Okay.
ends and neck begins. There is like a little
Okay.
round half circle. I don't know what it's called. And for the same reason, you want it covered when you go in public or you in non-welcoming, unfriendly environment. Put your hair down. And for the same reason, when a woman with a man she loves, she unconsciously puts her hair up, opens, reveals that spot. Look, I trust you. I trust you.